Hello, Namaste. This is Hira Sahai back again with another dLife Diploma course review video. I'm a dLife certified metabolic health consultant, also the Chief Operating Officer of dLife Healthcare Private Limited. I have with me my very dear friend, mentee, and now dLife certified metabolic health coach, my favorite, Sayan Dutta. Now, Sayan came to me, I think, last year, and he came as a mentee and he had some heart condition. He will specify more on that, which was diagnosed 8 years back before he came to me. And he also had high blood pressure, which was in the range of, if I remember correctly, 140 by or 160, 140 to 160, lower side being 85 or something around that. And he's a very avid tennis player and a TT player. And he came to me with IBS also. And I think within 2 to 3 months, he brought his hypertension completely under normal values and readings. And that's how he got inspired and came to the dLife Diploma course and joined, completed the course also very quickly within, I think, 3 months or something. And he's now a certified practicing metabolic health consultant from dLife, also a core team member and very active in the dLife community. Welcome, Sayan, and very good to see you again after Pune. Sorry, after Indore.
Yeah, thank you, Ira. And I think this is the 100th review that you're doing, right?
Hmm.
So, so I wanted to be a part of the 100th review, though I had completed the course some time back, and then I pushed it, and at last we are here. And I'm happy and grateful to be a part of this community, and we will talk about it and the journey, etc., and about the course. But let me just again express my gratitude to the entire community, to Anup, to you, to other members who have kind of um, been there for last so many years and built the entire platform and the movement where it is today. I think we are all reaping the benefits of the same. Things look pretty simple from the outside today. It's not, and hence, again, here to just kind of discuss more about the course and a little bit about myself and take it forward from there.
Shan, tell us diploma course because we already know the history, but what inspired you to, study it?
Yeah, so let me just go a little bit like you mentioned, right? Why I started, why I met you, and then what transpired in the last 1 year almost, right? Or exactly 1 year. I think May 15th or 16th is when we start the
Yes,
journey. So all
right.
coincides, right? That's what it does. So we're all aligned today, right? So as you mentioned that I had a um, an obstructive hypercardiomyopathy, UHCM syndrome, which was diagnosed around 8 years back during two blackouts in the gym. And all doctors said that I cannot go to gym anymore. I cannot play, and I have been playing since I was a kid. So I cannot play competitive racket sports. I cannot hike. I cannot trek, and all those things were told with what I cannot do. Um, what and obviously I was put in hypertension, HTN medicines, um, and was told that you have to do it forever, which kind of got me into stress and other things, and IBS and other things followed, right? The dominoes effect that happens in any metabolic disease. I got frustrated saying that how long this will go on, and it was more about frustration and restrictions of pills and not able to take it forward, not able to move on. That kind of inspired me to search for something which is not pills related, but which is more lifestyle or importantly, more diet related, more food related. And I wanted to give it a chance. To be honest, I didn't know what would happen because I've never done that. So it was really uncharted territory for me, completely greenfield. Hence, I kind of decided that I have already done so much of medications and conventional therapies through medicines. And I have nothing against medicines where it is needed. In some cases, you might need medicines, but I believe that there should be another way when my conditions are not improving. Hence, I kind of started searching, went into Twitter, online, found you by the grace of universe. And that's where it started. That's what inspired me. Now, when I saw those 3 months of, and we obviously can talk more about that entire journey that both of us had for another day, and another spending. But once I started seeing significant improvement, my blood pressure started dropping just by changing few things in my diet, not significant changes. It was a little easier for me because I am a kind of carnivore, always have been. So I didn't have to really do a lot of changes with myself. But yes, the supplements that you need to take, what time you need to take, what kind of food you need to have, how do you monitor it? So all the scientific and science-backed knowledge that started coming into me, and it was not random quack thing, right? It was more about, there's a science behind it that Anup has created, you have created, and others have created. And the reasoning that was given to me saying that, okay, fine, if you do this, this would happen, then go and study about it, and go more and more study. And that kind of clicked into me saying that if I am anyway studying so much to understand my body, why not get into a formal kind of a structure and get more knowledge and become more knowledgeable in myself, because it is not about 3 months to 6 months to 9 months, right? It's about a lifetime kind of a thing. And I was looking for a course which is science backed, which is more about day-to-day things, which is simple yet and helps me to do it in my pace, right? And dLife course was all about that. So that kind of inspired me saying, okay, fine, I am getting results from someone who has done this course and is a expert practitioner by doing this course. Also someone who has gone through a significant amount of change, a journey that is much more than what I have ever faced, which is you, obviously. And that has been chronicled multiple times, so I will not get there. But and seeing so many other people also kind of getting benefited out of it. So I said, then let me make it a part of my life. What better than learning about it by myself? And obviously, I have friends, relatives, my parents who also probably would benefit from it, right? So for me, it's about more about getting that benefit that I have got, sharing with others, and ensuring that wherever I can make a difference. That kind of made me join the course.
Great, great to know this. Although I know this, but this is so inspiring. And that's how, one person in the family, when he gets trained and certified, in this course, he changes so many other lives as well. Sorry, which is what Sayan has done. So moving forward, Sayan, tell us, how did you find the course itself? What is the USP of the course?
Okay. So what I will do is I will share a screen. It's a little dated, so some information probably would be um should be updated, but it should help our viewers to kind of, you know, get a snapshot about what I thought about the course, and it's easy kind of thing. Again, I said some information like CPDSO kind of need to be updated and stuff. But the three parts of the course, right? And any course has to make it amazing, whether it's a lifestyle, whether it's nutrition based or any course. And I've done multiple courses in my life, not nutrition based, but otherwise, has three pillars, right? One is the content part of it, which is extremely important. Second is the kind of support you get in terms of understanding that content, and continuous support in terms of learning, because learning is continuous and it can't stop just mugging or reading, right? And second, the commitment that the platform or the community gives you over a period of time till you are a part of the course and get certified is what would make any user of the course stand out from other courses. And I kind of vouch for this, that I've done extensive study being a part of dLife core team with Anup. We have done these studies of other nutrition courses. Again, with due respect, I'm not comparing here, but I think if I look at these three key areas, dLife kind of stands far ahead of many other courses in this field today. So I come to content. One is it's self-paced. So obviously you can pace it. Say 6 months timeline. I in my utter enthusiasm um, and excitement kind of completed it earlier. But you get 6 months timeline, which I believe is good enough time to kind of self-pace yourself. Even if I'm a working professional, I have multiple things going on. I probably do three jobs at a time, but still I could find time to do it. So it's not that you cannot do it within 6 months. It's a lot of time. In terms of certifications, we have NSDC partnership certification, which makes it legally tenable in India. I don't think any course does that, or maybe one or other do it, which asks for recertification. dLife does not ask for recertification. So that's a big USP of this particular course. Globally, CPDSO UK certification, when I finished it was 60 plus hours. Now we are 144 plus hours almost. So again, no course. I think there's only one course in globally which has CPDSO UK in this field again, but they also don't have 144 plus hours. dLife is the only one which has 144 plus hours. So why is it important from layman's point of view? Because it really gives you the chance to be legally practicing across the globe in 50 plus countries. So that's a huge thing, right? I mean, it's like you're from Harvard and you're from, School of MBA of two Ira's favorite stage, so you know the difference, right? So you get that stamp and you get that certification from the best course that can ever happen in low carb metabolic area, right? So there are two big USPs. The other part of the uh, content is that access to recipes. Right now, we are talking food, we're talking plate. Um, Indians are globally, male specifically, and today's working women also hardly go to kitchen or get time to go to kitchen. So the most important part of your body is not regulated by you. It's regulated by your cook, your maid, your parents, or anybody else, right? You don't really take care of it unless you are passionate about it or you have to do it. We outsource that, right? I won't get into the virtue of it, but we outsource our kitchen to somebody else most of the time. Now, the question happens that is low carb, high fat, LCHF, 100-gram carb as pioneered by Anup, or keto restrictive or not? Now, dLife course kind of debunks that myth and says, here I'm giving you 2000 plus recipes. Get idea from that and get inspired from that and use that as well till you are part of the course, right? Till you're getting certified and get an idea that, it's not restrictive. It's obviously therapeutic, but it's also liberating. So it's kind of opposite of a large part of the population today might also see in social media is that can I do LCHF every day for the next 1 year, 2 year, 3 years? I think you, Anup, Shashi, and other members have been doing it for ages now. I have been doing it for a year now, and my family has got into it, including my 70 plus year old parents. For them, it's extremely difficult to change their entire lifestyle and diet. They have been there for 6 months now, seeing benefits of it. And so I would kind of मतलब दबा के बोल सकता हूँ कि दबा के खाओ kind of thing, right? Don't restrict yourself and just and be yourself, and so that the recipes do that. So amazing kind of recipes, veg, non-veg, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, desserts. Now a lot of people will say, oh, you cannot have desserts, you cannot have sweet stuff while you are diabetic, etc., right? No, you have a way out there also. So this is in terms of content, and obviously lessons, references, internships online, quizzes, case studies. It's a trove of knowledge if you really are that studious and want that knowledge, which will stay with you forever. Now, one thing I forgot to mention here that the access to the course is lifetime, right? So you get the course lifetime. Obviously, there could be restriction in terms of the community support and other things, but the course content itself is lifetime. You can keep going back to it continuously, right? It's not nobody's stopping you. You can keep going back to it for your entire life to revise, to relook, to kind of find out something else. And so much material gets updated all the time that sometimes it's overwhelming at times that should I go through everything? But you have time to go through everything. And that's the content part of it. And that's amazing content. I don't think anybody can build this kind of a content that this team has built today. And I'm really thankful for the continuous learning that's happening for me. The second part is community. When I say community, what do I mean? I mean, look at the people who have joined the course today. I am a working professional. So probably in the food chain of nutrition at the lowest level. But there are doctors, right? I think I put 15%, but now I think the percentage of doctors have increased a little bit more, maybe around closer to 20%, right? Doctors from across the field. There are MDs, there are allopathy, there are people from pharmacology, there are homeopathy, there is, natural care and sciences, doctors from that area. There are ophthalmologists, if I'm not wrong. There are dentists, if I'm not wrong. So you name the field of medical science, there are people you will find. There are nutritionists who have done previous nutrition courses, won't name them, but they have come back and done a dual certification. It's like you have done one MBA from some college, and then you felt that it is not enough for you. So you went to a better college, a global college, a Ivy college, and then did your MBA to get your entire exposure, entire thing kind of redesigned, right? You did an engineering from, say, a good college, and then you went to IIT to do your MS or ME, or you went to kind of MI to do your ME. dLife is exactly like that. A lot of nutritionists come to us and say, I have done my nutrition course, but it's not enough for me, and I want to do more. I want to get that global recognition. I want to be a part of the global platform or legal platform, and hence I'm going to dLife. So it's like a advanced degree in or diploma in nutrition or metabolic nutrition in the low carb area, right? You have engineers. This entire thing has been built by an engineer. So obviously, you have engineers, you have people from media, you have people from sports area, and hence, again, the whole point is that you have 6 months. I'm coming back to that because a lot of people come and say, do I have enough time? You have 6 months and it's self-paced, and you have a flexible schedule for working professionals. Nobody's pushing you. So find time. And you can always find time if you really want to do it. The additional thing is that you have a forum where live case studies are there. Every day, not every day, but at least every week getting posted by the members and people who are learning. There are the historical archive of multiple types of case studies, starting from diabetes to hypertension to PCOD to autoimmune. You name metabolic diseases, and it's there. It's like a dictionary. I mean, if we have to ever create a metabolic disease dictionary from A to Z and how to cure that, I think we can just build one from the dLife forum support and the community that we have there, right? There are people from there are veterans from pharma here, who have probably studied medicines like no one ever has, and they know the intricate working of medicines, and they have kind of been contributing to this course. So just understand the richness that the course brings in through its community, through its support, through its recipes, that makes it completely unique compared to any other courses in the world. The last part, which I will touch upon here before I stop my monologue, is that um, there's a constant conversation and dialogue going on between members, constant ideation happening between members, constant solution finding of new problems happening between members. To all the people who might watch this video, you might be going to Twitter or X and following, stalwarts like Ira, Anup, and others, Shashi and Arun and everyone. But also, what you need to know is that there's a lot more that goes in the back end to what you see at the front end as a result. You only see results, you don't see the working. The working happens at the back end in the WhatsApp community, in the forum, in discussions, in healthy debates about how to approach something, how to approach a particular case and what needs to be done about that. So that community is very strong. Um, if anyone comes and tells me that, why would you go to dLife? Because somebody can duplicate the content, somebody can replicate the content, somebody can replicate a lot of things. But what people cannot replicate is the culture and the power of community that the dLife has built in today in terms of a tribe. That probably, no one can really replicate. Now we have almost 327, 26 members, close to that. 100 reviews have happened. So many podcasts, 3 metabolic health conferences globally has happened. Now, this cannot happen if you are a run-of-the-mill overnight mom and pop show. This happens when you have continuously built something over a period of multiple years. In this case, probably 12 to 13 years when Anu first started, and others kind of joined in. So that's where dLife's legacy starts and continues, right? So I don't consider dLife as a course and just something that you take certification and then forget about it. It's a legacy and a movement, and hence it becomes what it is today. And hence my tagline is not just a course. It's
Yeah.
much more than that. So that's
Yeah.
what my entire picture about the course has been.
Yeah, I think erudite as Sayan is, he has put it so brilliantly that, I don't know what next to ask. Probably I'll just go and ask, the usual How do you find the community support? I'm sure you've spoken so much about the community already, San. People see a lot of us on Twitter, and this, as you said, there's a lot of background work that's going on. We discuss rigorously about each case, about doubts. We take the help of mentors. We help people who have come new. But talk in short about the community as you've experienced it after you came.
Yeah, I think if you if you look at the community per se, now there is a WhatsApp group, right, which kind of helps you to discuss amongst all members who are kind of enrolled to dLife, right? Now there's a constant dialogue that is going on, a conversation that is going on, as you said, helping each other in terms of learning. And it's not about related to particular case or particular issue or a metabolic syndrome. It's also related to what kind of supplements you need, what kind of things that work, is this good, is that bad, and how does it impact, sometimes throw in research materials, right? Then you have the forum, which is a part of the course when you're enrolling, right? Till you are enrolled, until you are not certified, you get access to the forum. The forum has what? The forum has past case studies. The forum has recipes that I spoke about. I mean, recipes are separate, but part of that entire community. The forum has various research materials, studies, which you can read at your leisure and kind of figure out, to get kind of more and more understanding about the deep knowledge that you need, and also kind of helps you to kind of substantiate to your clients, if you're a certified member, that okay, fine, this is research backed and not just quacking in the world and just randomly throwing numbers. And I have seen that numbers get thrown randomly because they're just numbers without any proof or substantiation behind it. For example, 100-gram low carb pionide by Anup and dLife. Now, what is this 100-gram, right? I'm digressing a bit because I think it's important to establish this fact, that where did this 100-gram come from? It didn't come overnight. It's not like a Aladdin ka chirag that somebody rubbed someday and the number 100 kind of came in, right? It is not um, a milestone that okay, I will decide one day 100 and I love the number 100 and everything is 100, so chalo 100 karte hain. It's not that. It's science backed, right? So the community gives you that science backed evidence saying why you should do it. Everything that dLife community, dLife as a course or as its members, we are putting forward on public forum, on social media, we are backing it with science. Okay. So if somebody comes and says, oh, 100-gram is fine, but let's take 120.275 gram as an example, right? There's a science behind 120.275, right? I can wake up in the morning and find and go to my 9-year-old daughter and say, what is the best? The first number comes to your mind, she will say, well, 75. So should I say 75? That's called being stupid and arrogantly stupid and novice, and hence being extremely detrimental to the overall health of any individual, right? So dLife's community is science based. And hence, if anybody comes and tells me today that, oh, the number is just random, I can give you also a number, I would ask for science. I would ask for parallel science to come to substantiate, like dLife community does for me and helps me. And then I will kind of, probably try and say, okay, fine, let me see what's happening. The last part of the, or not the last, but the least, one of the least important parts of the community is that ability to go to anyone at any point in time and say that, no, I'm struggling, I'm not able to solve this, can you help me? Now, but there's a caveat to that, right? The caveat is that every good thing comes to an end someday, and something which is free is not valued. So the community is also well structured. It takes enormous amount of time, effort, research by certain few individuals to make that community, to make that knowledge repository work the way it is working. And it's a ground up kind of bootstrapped startup kind of organization we are today, right? With a strong legacy. So there is no, we are not asking for any money or any the community yet, right? We are giving things for free. The only thing that as a dLife certified coach and core team member, I also kind of request people to value that value addition that is coming to you or to everybody, and not take it for a rider or granted, because then the entire the reason of why the community has been created kind of dies down, right? And nobody benefits out of it. So be in the community, do for the community, it's like, uh, it's not democratic all the time, but it is also not, autocratic at all, right? So that's what dLife community kind of symbolizes for me.
Yeah, and just to take it further, there is no other course that offers you 10 years of premium data complimentary. I mean, it is all subscription. First of all, there is no forum. Nobody has such a rich forum. Nobody will offer you for free. Here we have the forum, India's biggest and world's biggest, in fact, India's first and world's biggest low carb platform, where you have every low carb resource that you will need to start practicing as a consultant. All of that is handed over to you complimentary. So the least we expect, and as Sayan said, as a core member, is to value that and never stand against the team and the brand, because we have zero tolerance for this. Beyond certification, there is no obligation that dLife has towards anybody. And the least we expect for the goodwill and for the, the support extended is to respect that goodwill. San, great words there from you. Also, tell us now that you're practicing, what kind of clients are you handling? And if somebody wants to reach out to you, how can they do so?
Yeah, so I don't practice like I should be, because of my other commitments. Don't get time. So what I have done is I kind of look at people around me who don't have the resources to kind of have a consultant on a let's on a large scale, on a formal scale. So there are people who are from the so-called marginal part of the society. For example, house helps, right, or watchmans or car washers, right? Um, India is facing a huge amount of burden in terms of metabolic diseases. The numbers that we see everywhere recorded are the numbers which are only tested. 50% of India probably never gets tested because they don't have the resources or the knowledge to get tested regularly in terms of blood tests, etc. Right? I kind of try to reach out to them, and I kind of try to help them in whatever little way it happens, and it's challenging because they don't have resources in terms of follow the diet all the time. They don't have the lifestyle they can follow all the time. But it gives me like it's not that I don't also do clients who are like can pay me. Of course, I have clients who kind of pay me and stuff, etc. I have just completed 3 weight loss and hypertension clients, where probably in 4 months, people have been able to reduce their weight by 15, 16 kgs on an average, stop their hypertension pills, become more fitter, etc. And I don't think these are amazing when you look at from outside. I also used to think this is amazing, but right now it's real life benchmark. If you cannot do this much, you cannot claim yourself to be a normal dLife certified consultant, right? And there have been some complex cases like my mother. She is a cancer survivor, so I have to be extremely careful with her. I've been able to kind of move her from conventional high carb, high grains diet to kind of a low carb, high protein, high fat diet. Um, last 6 months, her gut issues have improved significantly. Her immunity has improved. She hasn't got a cold in the last 6 months. That's a big thing for us because these patients are immunocompromised. So for her to not get cold is a big thing. The normal cold is a big thing for her, right? Fitter, not needing to go to doctor regularly, is a big thing for her. So my focus is mostly on relatives, senior citizens specifically. I focus a lot more on senior citizens. That's challenging, but they're more fulfilling for me if I can bring even 10% improvement in that. And also people who are marginalized and who do not have the resources like we have, and we are lucky that we have those resources. They don't have all the time, so kind of help them to kind of give them at least the right direction to go to. And even if 20% of them improve, they feel a lot. What I get in return sounds funny, but sometimes I get my car wash for free. Um, my daughter has been extra taken care of by the watchmans. I get sometimes so so 2 weeks back I helped one of my house helps daughter-in-law during her pregnancy period because she was facing some problems. So I kind of helped her to kind of get through that. In return, I got 5 kg of chawal. It was ironic because chawal I don't take generally, and it's high carb.
Yeah, but
So
look at the blessings that they
yeah, it's
must be
one about
giving
the
you.
blessings. It's
Yeah,
like nature's
absolutely.
bounty that they give it to you.
Yeah, yeah.
So you take it, and obviously, and then I had to go and say that, okay, fine, you give it to me and I'm acknowledged. But then I had to also teach them why this is not good for health. 5 kgs of chawal, kaun khayega ghar pe kind of thing. But those kind of things happen. Yeah, so those are my kind of clients and kind of practice I do.
Yeah, so such I could go on listening to Shan forever because he's not only overcome his own condition and brilliantly. I mean, within 3 months, we saw considerable improvement, and that's how he got inspired. And he narrated his entire journey, very articulate and very erudite. And Sayan and I, when we were working together, I made him log his data, and that's cool. That's how we work. And I think now that you are practicing yourself, you will all the more gather so much of data that's so crucial for our cases that we handle. So we can always go back and look at the statistics, look at the numbers, and how far we have come. So all of this, I think, is absolutely gold. And this is what you will find in the community. I mean, bigger aspects of such data, 250 plus documented success stories of dLife and 5,000 plus combined success stories through our coaches. And Shayan has joined the bandwagon and is doing brilliant. And he narrated all of his journey as of now. So Sayan, what is that what is that one piece of advice you would want to give to people like you who are already working and very well settled down and very well placed, but why should they do this course? That is number one. Two is what would you say about dLife or Anup or anything else that you would want to make as a last comment?
Yeah. Um, Metabolic syndromes like are always in stealth mode. On the surface of it, you will say that nothing has happened to me, and you will hear this mostly with working professionals that I am fine, nothing happened to me, I don't have any symptoms, I don't have any diseases, and all those things, right? But my personal experience has been, and when I look at my friends and colleagues, is that you never know when it has crept into you, and one day it will just burst like a bomb, right? So I think everybody should, a working professional, most importantly, with the kind of stress they go through, with the kind of lifestyle they go through, not proper sleep, not proper food, outside food, canteen food, etc. They actually need to do this course more and more because it's more about prevention than cure. The course can work as a preventive measure for you so that later you do not need to get into a cure mode, right? Like a lot of people will say, hey, because I had, like for me also, because I had something, so I tried to find something. I would try to take a step back from my experience and say, you don't need to get some to that stage to learn this course. Rather, because you don't need to be at that stage, you should learn this course. So that's the beauty of these courses, and that's where working professionals who can aram se find time for like 4 hours in a week, not even in a day. 4 hours in a week is more than enough, I believe, right? Weekends, like find 4 hours in a week and 6 months, and just calculate whoever needs to, and that is more than enough to complete this course. But treat this course as a preventive measure, as a lifetime preventive solution to upcoming and guaranteed upcoming, metabolic diseases or metabolic issues that anybody will face, right? I don't know any person who does not face any metabolic issue today. I mean, I have not seen it at least, and I might be wrong. That's one part of it, right? Why a working professional should do this course and must do this course. The second part is that um, dLife and Anup, obviously, they're synonymous. Anup is the co-founder, CEO, brain, heart, lungs, whatever you say behind this course. And we are just kind of, branching out from that one place and kind of tributaries, which is kind of moving and spreading across the board, right? But I think Anup sometimes doesn't understand what he has built, which is good in a way, which is also kind of detrimental to the entire, not detrimental, I would say, which kind of gives people the slight opportunity and window to kind of sometimes come and poke, like poking the bear. and you know what happens when you poke the bear in a proverbial term and actual term. So Anup's ability to continuously improve, and I think that's what stands out for him. I mean, does he stand out for creating dLife? Yes, but there is more. Does he try and stand out for having such a content built, research and community and concept and implementation of it, and having an acumen about business and whatever? Of course, it stands out. He stands out as a founder, as an entrepreneur, and but I think what stands out most about Anup is that his continuous pursuit of learning and improving. He's not happy with the status quo. And I think he kind of tells us continuously in his own words and own way every day that you should not be happy or satisfied with the status quo. You need to kind of think. I think he has this, famous tagline that apni line bari karte jao, something like that, right? So, make your line longer, make your queue longer, right? And obviously, like Bachchan Senior, obviously where he stands, the queue starts from there. So that's what I would kind of say about Anup and dLife and pioneering the 100-gram low carb movement in India and globally. And why globally and how globally? Just anybody needs to go to MHC 1, 2, 3 and view all those videos to kind of see why globally. I don't need to really, elaborate on that.
Yeah, I think, Sam, you can share your contact details or however you want people to get in touch with you if you want to. And we can stop sharing the screen as well so that people can
Yeah.
see you full screen.
Yeah. So I don't know where I should put my contact details here, but
You can just tell
yeah.
them and probably they'll make a note of it.
So I can be reached at my Twitter handle, which at SAYANDUTTA, my first name and last name. And my mobile number is 98664 78435. So that's 98664 78435. Simple ping on WhatsApp helps. I'm pretty on WhatsApp when I'm not sleeping. So that's
Yeah,
that's how
so
anyone can.
this yeah. So this is Shan's number. You can get in touch with him. He's in Pune, and Pune team is also growing. He's one of our best coaches, certified through dLife, and now practicing himself after seeing fabulous results and accomplishing that himself. Now, Shan, it's been a very endearing and heartening journey with you since 1 year or more, maybe, as your coach and mentor, and now as a team member, you bring a lot to dLife. And I always, joke with him saying, I feel like Devanand who discovered Zinat Aman. So he's my Zinat Aman. He's also my baby. I feel very protective. I mean, I speak this and I get emotional, but he's brought a lot to dLife. And I think he has very well articulated his own journey and what dLife brings to the quality of lives of people around, in India, abroad, people who have done this course, people who have been impacted by the work our coaches are doing. So I think I'll end this course review video right here. We have spoken a lot. We have spoken with a lot of data as well. Thank you, Shan, for coming and for sharing your fabulous, fabulous journey. I wish you all the best as a practicing consultant. And thank you so much for what you bring to dLife.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ira. Just last thing I want to say is that which I missed saying is, well, I am not doing full-time practicing consultant work yet. Probably I will do it 2 years later. But I see that there's a lot of potential for people who want to look at it as a career in itself. Um, it takes time. It takes a little bit of time, like anything else does. But I think I encourage a lot of people who have interest in this that they should seriously pursue this as a career. There's a need, there's a market, there is money to be made also. But I don't think anybody who is a true blue dLife certified consultant goes after money first. They always goes after knowledge first, and the money just keeps pouring in. Ira is a shining example and light for that.
Thank you so much, Chan, and wish you all the best. I'll sign off with this. And this is Ira Sahai signing off. I'll be back again with another dLife Diploma course review video. Please go through Sayan's course review. He has detailed the course a lot, the way we work, the way we function, the way we, are changing things on the ground, and what kind of a team are we. So thank you so much. I'll be back again with another dLife Diploma course review video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.
Bye bye.